Disingenuous. Can't lie, she's a genius. Pull up, let's get high. Mars, we on Venus. I just like the way her lips move and suck it down my.
Disingenuous might sound like a ridiculous song on the surface, but with closer analysis, you can find much meaning through understanding the lyrics, the tone, and the rhetorical devices that are present throughout the song.
Big block. Yeah! Oh! Hey! Yeah! One more stop!
The man shown in the previous video might seem like a comical person on the internet, but the crazy part is, he's actually the author of our song. Meet Flight, or formerly known as Flight Reacts. He's a YouTube influencer that made a claim to fame by reacting to basketball videos. Due to Flight's newfound net worth of a tad under $1 million, Flight decided to celebrate by making a song on his favorite holiday, April 20th, a song that would change Flight's name forever, Disingenuous.
How you so wretched but same time classy. Please don't leave me, girl, I might go and cry. Nah, sock, I won't even pay my.
Although disingenuous is the actual pronunciation of the word, Flight was not aware of this until the song came out and doubters began to point it out. Disingenuous is a song written about Flight's feelings about women's loss of loyalty, along with his newfound fame that he feels he deserves and received all by himself. Flight betrays these themes through rhetorical devices throughout the song.
Girl's disingenuous. Can't lie, she's a genius. Pull up, let's get high. Mars, we on Venus. I just like the way her lips move and suck it down my.
Flight uses metaphors to establish his importance on a hierarchical level. An example of this is in the chorus where he states,
Pull up, let's get high. Mars, we on Venus.
Well, in original analysis, I thought he was talking about space travel. With more research, I realized he is not talking about spacecraft travel at all. With deep research, I have found that he is referring to getting heavily intoxicated off narcotics to receive what the youth calls a high. He is stating that he gets so high that he is all the way to Venus, while everyone else can only get this high to Mars. Although Earth is in the middle of these two planets, we learn that Venus is almost double the distance to Mars, therefore putting Flight at the top of the high hierarchical pyramid with this metaphor.
Girl's disingenuous. Can't lie, she's a genius. Pull up, let's get high. Mars, we on Venus. I just like the way her lips move and suck it down my.
Flight's claim to fame, as stated earlier, came off his off-the-top hilarious reaction bits.
Bro, I was right. Damn, man.
Therefore, Flight adds a hint of humor with the use of puns. This adds to the belief of women being unloyal as well, because he is still joking and it doesn't faze him of women's unloyalty, as he states in the first verse.
Please don't leave me, girl, I might go and cry. Nah, sock, I won't even pay my.
Although that isn't a pun, I think it was important for stating his purpose in the choice of adding puns in the song. Our first pun comes out when he states in the first verse,
Been about a check, so I had to bounce back.
The pun here is the double meaning of the word bounce. You see, if you write a check with insufficient funds, it will bounce, and Flight is saying he will bounce as well, but physically. Another pun is present in the second verse.
Worried about bread 11s, I've been getting his bread since 11.
This pun takes a little more to understand, because most people do not know what bread 11s are. Bread 11s are Nike Jordan shoes that are quite popular in the youth. They cost over $200, and in some bad neighborhoods, you can even get murked for wearing them. He then uses a joke about how he's been getting bread, which is a slang term for money, since he was 11 years old. The puns show both humor and his ability to still joke after women have been so disingenuous, because, like we stated earlier, he is not fazed.
Girl's disingenuous. Can't lie, she's a genius. Pull up, let's get high. Mars, we on Venus. I just like the way her lips move and suck it down my.
This is probably the least apparent type of rhetorical device in this song, but I would argue it's one of the most important. In the following line from the second verse, he uses symbolism to establish that he don't need no one.
Got it on my own, I ain't never asked for help, so don't ask me for advice, look the hand out.
In this verse, he is establishing that he didn't ever need any help and got everything he owns on his own. He compares to getting help as receiving handouts from the government, which he states as something he doesn't do. Flight's song Disingenuous has a deeper meaning about his own independence as a person, and therefore it makes him really mad when women are unloyal, but yet he can joke about it, cause he's famous. Thank you, and stay disingenuous.